Here's my post-fight analysis of Fedor Emalianenko versus Chael Sonnen. Coming up. If you want to master MMA fundamentals, check out my instructional called MMA Essential Lessons. In it you can learn about clinch takedowns, boxing, grappling, Muay Thai, ground and pound, Thai and puppet master clinch, escapes from inferior positions, and shooting takedowns. Check out the link in the description below. Hi, my name is Mark Leichner from MMAcoach.net, where we teach coaches, fighters and enthusiasts how to train smart and not just hard. And today I'm analyzing a fight between Chael Sonnen and Fedor Emalianenko, or Fedor as he's called. Well, it's the post-fight analysis. I already did the pre-fight analysis, and today I'll be talking about what I saw that was interesting to me in that fight. Now, this was a very exciting fight. I already talked about it before it happened, and I predicted that Fedor was going to win, and that happened. Of course, I could have been wrong, but I was pretty sure he would win, and he did. Does that mean that the fight was pretty one-sided? No. Fedor did win that whole round. Even if he didn't get the finish at the end, he would have won the whole round. But still, Chael did a couple of interesting things, and he, in my opinion, if it went to the second or the third round, he stood a chance of winning that fight. Let me first explain what I thought was very interesting for me. The number one thing that was interesting for me was the roll that Fedor did once Chael Sonnen got his back in the stand-up position. Chael got his back either to the side, he had double underhooks, or he was even backwards a little bit towards Fedor. And what Fedor did to escape this position was phenomenal. And especially when it comes from a heavyweight. So he just rolled out of it and ended up on top and continued fighting from there. It's amazing. Like, you just go and see the fight again and see what I'm talking about. It's amazing. Fedor also landed very good shots on Chael. He threw with bad intentions. One of those shots, I think it was an uppercut, he hit Chael with it. Chael fell down. Chael kept trying to take Fedor down, and many of those attempts were denied. And Chael was rolling around trying not to get hit while after the failed attempts. During those attempts, 2 times he was successful. One was the single leg, which was like the crappiest single leg of all times, but still good for him. He kept going for it. He got it eventually, so great. And then he could work on Fedor. Another takedown he got was the double leg takedown, which was nice. It looked nice, but he couldn't capitalize on it. He got Fedor. What I liked about Chael, except the double leg, was that he almost took Fedor's back. He tried to roll into like a fancy back take, but it backfired and Fedor was able to get on top, which I think was one of the mistakes that Chael did. That one, and the fact that he tried going for mount, from half guard to mount. Now, the transition from half guard to mount was beautiful, but if you have a heavier guy underneath you who is also very explosive, it's not a very good idea to go for mount. Maybe when he's tired, but and yeah, Fedor Emelianenko fought Giant Silva, Bigfoot Silva, and he got caught in the mount and he couldn't escape, but he was tired, and Bigfoot is much heavier than him, so that's a different story. Chael is lighter. Fedor still had some gas in him, and he exploded. He bucked him and ended up on top. So in my opinion, and I'm going to talk about this when I do a pre-fight analysis of Ryan Bader versus Fedor, I think he should have stayed, he should have employed hookless top control and mountless top control, meaning side control and punches from side control. But I'll explain this later. If you want to know why I think this is a better option, check out my video on ground and pound and why I think this is one of the best strategies for MMA ground fighting, or maybe even the best strategy. At least it was the best for me and many other fighters. And watch it and see what I mean. So Fedor did a lot of good things. He escaped Chael's double underhooks and kind of like a back control in the stand-up. He escaped the back take. He escaped the mount. So he did a lot of good things. and eventually he got to ground and pound Chael for the stoppage. Now, I thought that Chael Sonnen could have continued fighting from that position because he wasn't getting hit too hard, and most of those punches were to his elbows, to his block. Why did he stop? I don't know. Was he tired? He said that he thought that the referee wasn't going to stop the fight. He was trying to wear Fedor out by, blocking his punches. At least this is what he said, and you never know with him if he's serious or not. The referee, I think he was serious. He said that the referee was was warning him to defend himself, but he didn't actually think the fight was going to be stopped, but it was. So he lost. However, Chael did stop a couple of times in his fight. The one I remember is against Rashad Evans, I think, and also Anderson Silva. The second time they fought, I don't know if he quit, or he was punched hard, but to me it did not look that he fought all the way, that he fought until he had everything to give. So I don't know if this was the case, but I think he fought well here. Some people were laughing that he rolled around so much. I wasn't. I know who he was up against. Fedor is he's terrible. He was not undefeated for 10 years for no reason. I think he fought well. He even hit a Fedor a couple of times. He tried hitting him, so he didn't back away. He didn't just shoot. He shot a lot. But yeah, it was an interesting fight. It was an interesting fight all in all. If you want to master MMA fundamentals, check out my instructional called MMA Essential Lessons Part 2. In it you will learn about boxing, Muay Thai, grappling, clinch wrestling, ground and pound, boxing into takedowns, and takedown defense. Check out the link in the description below. What did you think about the fight? Did Chael stood any chance against Fedor if the fight lasted longer? Let me know in the comments below. And let me know who do you think will win in the finals, Bader or Fedor? If you like this video, like it and share it, and you can also subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like a more in-depth MMA training, check out my instructionals. My name is Mark Leichner from MMAcoach.net, and I will see you again very soon.